Hello everyone, my name is Dr. B. Pope and it's Inspirational Friday. Inspiration that will take you through the weekend. Now at the end of each webinar that I do at the end of my presentations or seminars, I always have what you call a question and answer session. So this is a Q&A session where members who are there, at the end of each seminar or webinar that I do, I always have a question and answer session at the end. And one question that always comes up is, what are some of the things that couples need to do to have a relation? At the end of each webinar or seminar that I perform, I always have what you call a question and answer session. Now we go over a lot in my webinars or At the end of each webinar or seminar that I perform, I always like to close out with a question and answer session. Now this is the time where at the end of each seminar or webinar that I perform, I like to always have a question and answer session. And this is a time where participants can just ask questions that they need more clarity on or just some quick fixes that they want to hear. And one of the questions that I get all the time, tell me one quick key to have a great relationship, a great marriage, a great relationship with your boyfriend or girlfriend. Now what I always tell people is that communication is the key. If you understand how important communication is in a relationship, your relationship will be able to take off and go to a whole nother atmosphere. So simple things when it comes to atmosphere. So what I tell them, if you remember these 4 C's, it will help you so much. The 4 C's are being comfortable. That's the first C. And I always tell them, follow the 4 C rules. That's what I tell my clients, and that's what I tell, So I always tell, at the end of each, hello everyone. Today I want to talk about something that today I want to talk about one of the most important pearls in a relationship, and that is communication. At the end of each webinar or seminar that I perform, I always have a question and answer session. And so many people always ask me, hey, give me a quick fix to help my relationship. Give me that quick fix that will take my relationship or my marriage to the next level. And I always tell them, learn how to communicate effectively. Yes, communication is the key. That is a great pearl in a relationship. So I tell them, if you remember these 4 things, it will help you. And the 4 C's, if you remember the 4 C's of communication, it will help you tremendously. Now, what are the 4 C's? The 4 C's are, first of all, being comfortable in your communication. Now, if you have a relationship with someone, you need to be comfortable with talking to them. They need to be your best friend. You know, I think about my wife and I when we were dating. I mean, we always talked on the phone, and I know that sounds prehistoric now. We didn't text because that wasn't around. We talked. Yes, we picked up the phone and called each other. So we had a great line of communication. And then number 2 is learning how to confront things when you don't agree. Now, so oftentimes when people get married, so when they hear things and they're, Hello everyone, my name is Dr. B. Pope. Today I want to talk about something that's very important in a relationship. At the end of each webinar or seminar that I actually perform, I always have what you call a question and answering session where people can ask questions and just get some clarity on some things that they might not have heard. Today I want to talk about something that's very important in relationships. At the end of each question Today I want to talk about something that's very important in relationships. At the end of each webinar or seminar that I do, I always have what you call a question and answering session after the program. Now, this is the time where the participants can ask questions about anything that we went over or even some of the things that I did not go over in my presentation. Hey, babe. I'm up here doing my video real quick. I got 10 minutes before I leave. Okay. All right. Hello everyone, my name is Dr. B. Pope and it's Inspirational Friday. Inspiration that will get you through the weekend. Today I want to talk about something that's very important in relationships. At the end of each webinar or seminar that I'm able to do, I always have what you call a question and answering session. And it never fails that someone always asks me this question: what is one thing that I need to do to have a great relationship, a quick fix? And I always tell them that if you're looking for a quick fix, there's nothing out there. But if you do this one thing or implement it, it will help your relationship tremendously. And that is having a great line of communication. Yes, communication. The way that you connect, the way that you speak to your partner or to your spouse or whoever it is, communication is the key. Now, what are some things that will help you when it comes to communication? And I always talk about the 4 C's. I tell my clients, if you follow these 4 C's, they will help you tremendously. Now, the 4 C's are learning how to be comfortable, learning how to confront, learning how to comply, and then learning how to be consistent with your partner, okay, when it comes to communication. Now let's talk about being comfortable. You have to feel comfortable in any relationship when it comes to communication. If you don't feel comfortable, guarantee you that relationship will not last. But my wife and I, when we dated, man, we were great friends and we always talked on the phone. Yes, I said phone. I didn't say cell phone. I didn't say text, but we were always talking to one another to the point where sometimes we had to just cut it off because we talk so much. And then number 2, you have to confront sometimes. You have to confront situations. When you hear things, or if your partner says something that you don't like, or if they're treating you some type of way, you got to feel that you know how to deal with it. Bring it up, talk about it. And see, so many times we just stuff things and we really don't confront things when we don't agree with them. But instead they fester, we could become bitter, and that's a whole nother topic right there. But you got to learn how to confront things. And then you have to learn how to comply. And basically what that means, if your mate says something that you don't like or things that you might need to change in your character, sometimes you need to listen. You can't just buck all the time. I know when my wife used to say, honey, I think you might want to do this or try this. I remember when I was young in my relationship, I would kind of buck. But now I buck sometimes, but I got to learn how to listen to her and understand that we have to work together. So I have to comply. And that works on both ends. And then the last thing, you got to be consistent about it. Don't just do it one time. Don't just do it 2 times, but be consistent. So what happens, it makes your relationship and your communication pathways open and you become more transparent. My name is Dr. B. Pope, and I hope that these 4 C's will help you in your relationship. Have a fantastic day.